Hello, I'm Paige Counts, Public Information Officer for Caldwell County. Welcome to Caldwell County Today. Today we're visiting with Chad Barnes, who's our Elections Director, to talk about municipal elections. Welcome, Chad. I guess thank you for having us in your office is more appropriate.
Most certainly. Thank you for being here, Paige.
Municipal elections are coming up this fall.
Yes.
And now it's time to start, or soon would be time to start filing for municipal elections. Mm-hmm. Chad, what are the requirements to run for municipal, that's a hard word to say, municipal office?
Yeah, most certainly. To run for a municipal office here in Caldwell County, the candidate must be 21 years of age on election day. The candidate must also be registered, a registered voter here in the county, and reside in the municipality in which they're running for office.
So how does a person get their name on the ballot?
To do that, the candidate would need to come to the Caldwell County Board of Elections to file. That filing will begin on July the 2nd at 12 noon. It will end on July the 16th at 12 noon. The candidate would need to come in and, of course, fill out the forms, the appropriate forms that would show that they are indeed registered here in the county, then pay their $5 filing fee for their candidacy.
And because I'm a bit of a political nerd and I was doing some research, I'm going to ask this question. What if a person doesn't want to pay the $5 filing fee?
Certainly. So if someone comes in and they do not want to pay that fee, they do not have to, but they should do that. But they can, in lieu of paying the filing fee, a candidate may submit a petition signed by 5% of the registered voters in that municipality. That actually has to be submitted to us 60 days before the ending of filing, so they better get started.
Really, it'd be a whole lot easier to
yes,
pay the $5
pay your $5
because $5 is
exactly.
a minimal fee.
Yes, it is, and it's been the same for many years. So yeah.
And are all of the municipalities in Caldwell County holding elections this year?
Yes, we have 7 municipalities: Lenoir, Hudson, Gamewell, Granite Falls, Sawmills, Cedar Rock, and Cages Mountain. So yes, all those will be holding elections this year.
Well, let me back up. Is there a primary for municipal elections?
There is not a primary. We actually, in Caldwell County, we have a nonpartisan plurality method, and that actually, what that means is the top two, let's say if we have 7 folks running for a seat, and there's only 2 seats that are up, the top 2 would be, that wins, gets the most votes, would actually win. There's not a primary for this election, which is kind of great for us folks that deal with that, but it is, because it is nonpartisan, so the election then will be on November the 2nd, is when that will take place, the general election.
And who can vote in the municipal election?
Only voters that can actually participate in it if they are registered or actually live in a municipality, in one of those 7 that we just mentioned, live in as we say, the town or city limits. But if they live within that municipality, they are more than welcome to vote.
And how does a person register to vote?
There's several options to do that. You can certainly come to the office and do that in person now that we're open. We have those forms on our website, on Caldwell County's website. You can also go online, the NCDMV, which is Division of Motor Vehicles, and you can also go on the ncsbe.gov, which is the State Board of Elections website, and you can find those forms on there as well. You can print those off and bring those to us. If you do the one on the DMV, you actually can submit that to us it comes directly to our office through that portal that's there with the DMV.
What if somebody wants to check their voter registration to make sure maybe they've moved recently or moved since they voted last? How do they do that?
Certainly. The same, they can use the NCDMV, that portal. They can check it on there. They can go to ncsbe.gov. You can also check your registration. And actually, it's a little, I think the state's website, they've actually upgraded that. It's much easier to do that. You just pretty much, it's got an app. You click on the app and it takes you directly what you're looking for. If you wanted to find your registration or see where I'm registered. So it's much easier. You can also find that on the Caldwell County, on our website, the links there as well.
So really a lot of ways to find that. And if somebody doesn't have computer access, they can always call your office.
Most certainly, yes. Anytime.
And you'll check that for them.
We'll be more than glad to do that for anyone.
And over the summer, well, actually, probably since winter, you've been looking at upgrading equipment for voting.
We have.
Tell us about that and how it's going to impact voters.
Certainly. Well, fortunately, we were able, through the HAVA grant, to be able to purchase, or actually upgrade and purchase new equipment for our Board of Elections, which we're very thankful. The county commissioners have been great as well, that they actually, allowed us to do that, to purchase this equipment. So we purchased what's called the Express Vote, which is actually a ADA compliant marking device. It will replace the AutoMark, which was also an ADA marking device for the hearing and visually impaired. Anyone can use this equipment. You don't have to be visually or hearing impaired, but it is indeed for those folks. The other equipment that we purchased it's called an Easy Cart 3000. This is a security cart which will keep all our election equipment, the DS200, everything that goes to the precinct will be in this red cart, which will be delivered to each one of the precincts. And it's locked and secure, so it's a great way to keep our equipment and actually keep the elections more safe and secure. The other purchase that we made was the Ballot on Demand. Ballot on Demand gives us the ability, when a voter comes in to vote, they will still do just like they've been doing. They will come in, you would give us their name, we'll ask their name, and they would also give us their address. And look them up to make sure indeed that they're registered here in the county. At that point, it will print their ATV form, which is authorization to vote. They will have to sign that. But in addition to that, whenever that takes place, it will actually generate the ballot just for that voter, which is a fantastic thing, because especially during municipal elections, we have 7 ballots, at least 7, and more than that if we have the 17-year-olds. So it really allows each voter to get their specific ballot for whichever municipality which they live in, and we're looking forward to using this. This will be the first time that we've used it only during the one stop, both here in Lenoir and in Granite, but it will indeed hopefully save funds and help on the purchase of so many pre-made ballots. So we're excited about it. We really are excited about that.
It really is, because previously you had to order a ballot for every voter.
110%, yeah.
In that precinct, in that, or in the county.
Exactly, yeah.
Every eligible voter, so that was quite expensive.
Most certainly it is, and a lot of waste. And so this way we eliminate that, or really reduce that dramatically. We still will purchase some pre-printed ballots, just to have in case there happens to be an issue. With the Ballot on Demand, there will be two ballot printers. So if one should go down or something should happen, we can continue. It won't stop us from being able to vote. So we're really looking forward to it. This has been implemented. We're actually now being able to bring Caldwell County into the 21st century, because Buncombe County, Catawba, several of our surrounding counties have already been utilizing and using this. It's been successful, and again, we're just so excited to be able to have those funds to be able to put this into action.
And there's something I learned, because we did a show when you received the equipment or when you tested the equipment.
Correct.
Ballots are printed on a special paper.
They are.
And I did not know that. So you have to order a special paper for that, which I found that very interesting.
Right.
That's a way to know that you have an original ballot.
That's correct. Yeah, it's exactly right. Yeah, it is. And of course, depending on the size too. Those 14 inches, a normal size ballot typically, front and back. But then sometimes we have had those elections where we have a lot of referendums where you go to a 19-inch ballot, and this will, of course, accommodate that as well. So
That's really neat.
Yeah.
You mentioned something else that it's very early, but I do want to go ahead and just plant that seed in people's minds.
Sure.
Early voting.
Yes, early voting will begin on October excuse me for my notes here. It will begin on October the 14th. We, at this point, I believe our hours will be from 8 till 5. It will end on October the 30th, which is that last Saturday at 3 p.m. We have two sites. One is here at the Resource Center in Lenoir, and then the other will be at the Shreveport Rec Center in Granite Falls. They both will be
And
open.
at One Stop Voting, you can register to vote.
Most certainly. We do offer one, it's called same-day registration. So you would come in, you would fill out the registration form. They would actually put your information in the system at that point. You'd need to bring your driver's license if you've never registered before. Also something that shows your a legal document that would show your current address here in Caldwell County. Then you can actually vote the same day.
And those are the same pieces of information that you would need to bring if you came here
Yeah.
today to register to
Most
vote.
certainly, yeah. I know that's kind of a misconception. I think these days we hear so much about ID. When any voter, when they first come to register to vote, they are supposed to produce a photo ID. And so when they do that, it verifies indeed that is the person. So that is taken care of when they first come to register. And so they have to do that same day during one stop when they come to register.
Chad, thank you. And I know we have talked about a lot of stuff and given a
Yeah,
lot of dates, but the
certainly.
thing we have coming up first for municipal elections
Yes.
is filing. Tell us again the dates for filing.
Certainly. Filing will begin on July the 2nd. It begins on that Friday at 12 noon here in the office, here at the Caldwell County Board of Elections office. And it will end on July the 16th at 12 noon. The filing fee is $5. Again, the candidate, the nominee that's coming in would need to reside in the municipality and, of course, be a registered voter to do that.
Is there anything a candidate needs to bring with them to register to vote?
No, at this point, no. Because what we do is we actually we look them up, and we make sure and verify that they are indeed registered and in that municipality. So they're $5.
And this question just popped in my head. Can the person register to vote in the municipality and then file to run for office?
They
same
certainly
day?
can. If they indeed are not registered, or if they need to update their registration, they can do that. That is permitted, and we're glad to take care of that for the person. We do ask at this time to make it a little bit easier. I know some probably will bring cash, but we'd really like for folks to write a check or bring that in, even for $5. I know a lot of folks don't use checks now probably, but if it makes it a little bit easier as far as keeping up with our records and things like that, to be able to get that taken care of. And we, of course, will write a receipt for that. So.
Okay.
If that's
Chad, is
possible.
there anything we've forgotten?
I don't think so at this point, Paige. I really appreciate the time and to being able to talk to our voters and let them know we're glad that we're here and that we're excited about the new things that's going to be taking place. We can't stress enough how much we appreciate our team here in the Board of Elections office and our board, and also our county commissioners. They've been great. We all survived 2020. It took all of us, and so we're very thankful for that. And we're excited about the future because of these things that's happening. I think things are going to, we have a great system, and it's going to continue to be that way, even though I know there's been some, a lot of things going on and questions about things, but we can trust in our elections process, and we're very thankful for that.
Chad, thank you for what you do, and
you.
thank you for taking time out of your schedule to talk
Most
to
certainly. I was
us.
honored to do it.
And thank you for watching Caldwell County Today.